I thought my husband was having an affair with a coworker, but the professional cameras at the park revealed a much darker secret. I sat in my driveway for 3 hours after the police station let me go. I could not bring myself to go inside the house we bought together 3 years ago. The silence of the neighborhood felt heavy and disgusting. I kept thinking about the way Mark used to tuck his hair behind his ears when he was nervous. I saw him do that exact same thing right before the man with the camera started shouting at him. It is a gesture I used to find endearing. Now it makes me want to vomit. Everything started about a month ago. Mark became incredibly private with his laptop. He would stay up until 2 in the morning in his home office, claiming he had a massive project for a new client. He was always tired and distant. I am not proud of it, but I assumed the worst. I thought he was seeing someone from his old job. I even checked our bank statements for hotel charges or expensive dinners. I found nothing but normal grocery runs and gas station stops. Last night I finally broke. He left his phone on the kitchen counter to take out the trash. A message popped up from someone named Alex. It said, "I can't wait for our big adventure tomorrow." I felt sick. I opened the phone and scrolled through weeks of messages. They talked about meeting at the local bird sanctuary at sunset. They talked about how they felt like soulmates who finally found each other in a world that would never understand them. Mark told this person he was trapped in a life that felt like a cage. He said he had a special gift for them that would make everything better. I decided I was going to end it right there at the park. I wanted to see the look on his face when I caught him red-handed. I followed him at a distance the next afternoon. He parked at the trailhead and started walking toward the observation deck. He was carrying a small wrapped box. I stayed behind the trees and watched him through the brush. He looked so happy. He was smiling at his phone as he walked. A young woman in a denim jacket was waiting by the bench. She looked like she was barely out of high school. My heart broke for her because I thought she was just another victim of his lies. I was ready to jump out and scream at both of them. But before I could move, 3 men stepped out from behind the public restrooms. They had professional cameras and microphones. One of them was holding a tablet. Mark froze. He looked like he wanted to bolt, but they circled him immediately. The man in the lead started reading from the tablet. He read messages I had not seen. Messages about meeting up after school. Messages about Mark promising to buy a burner phone so their parents wouldn't find out. The girl in the denim jacket stepped back and pulled out a badge. She was an undercover detective. She was 26 but looked 16. I stayed hidden in the trees. I watched the police pull up with their sirens off. I watched them zip tie Mark's hands behind his back. The box he was carrying fell to the dirt. It popped open and a cheap silver locket spilled out. He started hyperventilating and crying. He kept saying he thought she was lonely and he just wanted to be a mentor. The lead investigator laughed in his face and read back a message where Mark asked for specific photos in exchange for the locket. The police started canvassing the area and spotted my car. They found me shaking in the woods. I gave them my dashcam footage because it showed him leaving the house with the gift and checked my own phone to show them the messages I had seen. I had to tell them everything. Every weird late night and every lie he told me about working late. I finally went into the house an hour ago. I am packing a bag. I am not taking the furniture or the photos. I am just taking my clothes and my dog. I look at the wedding photos on the wall and I do not recognize the man standing next to me. I thought I was losing my husband to another woman. I wish that were the truth. An affair is something you can process. This is something that stays in your bones forever. I am leaving the keys on the counter. I hope I never see him again.